What's up, guys? Val here with Sage Racing. Working on the QR25 Nissan motor for the Spec V. Please do not mind the mess that I have. It's just kind of a storage place right now. So spare tires, just more parts. Barney, obviously. So here's the motor. We got the valve cover off right now. Really simple, guys. Just 2, 4, probably 10 bolts there. Have a valve cover here. The thing with these is, which kind of suck, to be honest with you, my grommets were leaking on one of these. We found out once we pulled the motor out, you just can't replace the grommet, you got to replace the whole thing. So that's in the process of getting ordered right now. Take the top cover off because we are going to be replacing the oil pump. So it's this bad boy in here, right in the crank pulley, really, but it's kind of like the whole cover, if you will. So it's kind of a pain once you have it inside of the motor. Inside of the chassis. I've done it before, guys. I've actually done this timing chain in this exact motor for this exact car in the chassis. It sucked, but it can be done. That being said, I'm going to show you kind of what we need to do and really just got to get this bad boy out of here. I do recommend if you do have a timing chain issue, or just like me, it was a little stretched out and wouldn't really crank over, just replace the whole thing. You know, I kind of sped through it a little bit just because I really want to drive it, because I had the car maybe a month and that happened. So, you know, time will tell with you guys. It's completely up to you. That being said, first thing you want to do, first thing you really want to do is, again, guys, leave yourself breadcrumbs. So I found this out back in my early wrenching days of working on diesel trucks. Use a piece of cardboard, paper, whatever. Even if you want to take pictures, that's perfectly fine. Everyone has a preference. But each bolt that you take, boom, 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 they can be different lengths. On this, they actually are different lengths. So they all have their distinguished spots where they need to be at. Especially with this mount here that we are actually going to replace completely, because broken bolt that I broke at a time attack event, an autocross event in Rockford, and oblong the hell out of this. So that shouldn't be looking like a funnel. That was a little sketchy when I found that. So we're gonna replace the whole thing, but obviously that bolt is not the same with these little 10 mil bolts. So again, leave yourself breadcrumbs, guys. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. Okay, so this is what I talk about, kind of leaving yourself breadcrumbs. Boom. Nothing fancy, nothing too extravagant. That's it. And when I say different sizes, guys, I definitely mean different sizes, okay? God forbid something happens, you have to do some other stuff going on to the motor. Again, just leave yourself breadcrumbs for that top cover right there. All right, guys? All right, guys, now going back to this top cover here, I put some really, really good silicone when I did a timing chain. So it was a little on there. It has an ear right here where you can kind of hit a little dead blow and just kind of knock it right there. Again, you don't want to break that because that's kind of a pain if you break it. And then there's a little spot back here. Kind of give it a couple love taps. Okay, there's a keyway there that's a little annoying. But after that, you just pull it out. Definitely replace those O-rings if you can get them. I got them pretty easily. So just do that. And then there you go. There are your cam gears, your timing chain. Hopefully it's still good because it just got replaced maybe a year ago. Okay, so again, boom, there you go, top cover. And as you can see, it's got some bolts right there. Okay, so remember, guys, once you kind of take off the crank pulley, the mount, don't just go beating on it. Really do some research and look for the right things to do and to get them out. All right, guys, next step, we're taking off this crank pulley, and of course, slipped on my hands. 2J crank pulley. I've had this for my older builds. Still great, very lightweight. Worked awesome. So out with the old, it was a new. You want it to be, I believe this is a 19 mil. Definitely get yourself a strong impact. Mine's a Matco, but anything just decent, Ingersoll, Snappy, Mac, I mean, whatever you prefer, just get yourself a nice strong one. And it comes out relatively easy. Didn't have to hold the cams, didn't have to do anything. But I understand sometimes you gotta use a breaker bar and hold the cam. Be very, very careful. Have another person help you, and it should come up. So there's the bolt here. Obviously keep that bolt. I actually might have to clean that one up a little bit. It's a little rusty. You may want to get a little absorbent pad. Some oil might leak out of there. Another thing too that will help you out, pry bar. I can't really hold a camera and use two hands, but you just have to wiggle that bad boy out of there with two pry bars. So boom, boom, and wiggle it out. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. So there you go. Again, we are replacing this whole oil pump, and this is the whole assembly here of the oil pump itself. So don't really worry about this since we are replacing it. So now comes the mount here. Again, guys, oops, sorry, kind of blocking that a little bit. Go back to the diagram. All right. What's up, guys? Val from Sage Racing. Kind of part 2 of the oil pump video that we're going to do right now. So just going to give you another step on what it takes to take it off. All right, guys. All right, first thing you want to do after you took off pretty much everything from the top, and I mean from the bolts here all around, inside of the timing cover itself, you want to start taking off the oil pan. Okay, I believe it's a 10 mil socket, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 bolts. So pretty simple. After that, I'll let you guys know what's next. All right, guys. So this is what kind of takes to take the oil pan off. Obviously, the sockets. Excuse me, the bolts right here. Another thing too is silicone. It can be kind of annoying. I don't want you to really use a pry bar on it because this is very, very thin. It can kind of tend to bend on you. My biggest thing that I've worked out that helps me out is just a gasket scraper. Go around it with another, obviously, our dead blow, and just kind of keep chiseling out. Keep chiseling little by little. Be nice and patient, and bad boy comes right off. Another thing too that I want to show you here that doesn't come stock with the Sentra is the balance shaft delete kit. This you can get from Jim Wolf Technology or from 2J Racing. I got it from 2J, but I mean, it's literally the same. Super easy. And if you're doing something like this, I highly recommend getting one of these bad boys here, especially if you're going to do some autocross and time attack or just have fun with it. You lose a lot of weight, and you can definitely tell that on the top end of it too. All right, guys. So you're gonna have to take off your oil pickup tube right here. I believe this is what was that? I think it's 13 if I can, 13, and I believe that's a 10. So you take that off, kind of put it aside here with your Barney, your gaggle full of stuff here. Loosen up these bolts here, and then don't forget the spacer here. Put that right in there. All right. And then be careful with this because it comes in about like 3 or 4 pieces, guys. So really you take off the first plate first and be very kind of careful in here. There might be some spacers. Nope. All right. So kind of bottom of the plate. More spacers. There's 4 spacers. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And I'm going to try to put them at Barney as we had them there. Again, be somewhat, I think there's more spacers there. Yep, more spacers. Yeah, we got one. I'm sure one's hiding somewhere. And we'll find him. Oh no, right there, boom. Found it. All right. So, and these are all different shapes and sizes, guys. I know Jim Wolf Technology has the, word for word technology, but I'm sorry, word for word instructions on this bad boy. But again, kind of leave yourself, as we say, breadcrumbs. I would leave this here. It's a blockage. If it's on there, good, and I can shake the whole damn engine here. Leave it alone. I'm gonna take these bad boys here. There we go. 2, 3, and then you got the spacer right there. So what we want to do is boom, boom, boom. I'm just gonna scoot it a little bit more closer. Blockages, and then boom, boom. 2, and top plate. So you kind of leave yourself as it was. I'll probably make it a little bit more compact. I'll probably put some zip ties in through here, and that way it's kind of intact. So once you're done with that, guys, take off your oil dipstick. I think there's a bolt in here. Yeah, little looks like a little 12mm bolt. Pull this thing out, and then you actually have all the clearance in the world. Do not take these off. Please, you do not want to touch those. Really, we're just looking at all these bad boys here. Again, do the cardboard trick, guys. It'll really help you out. And then we got the ones here also. Okay? All right, guys. So we have the bottom portion of the oil pan here. Again, kind of leave yourself some breadcrumbs there. Kind of help you out with different bolts and sizes. Go back here. I put the bolt back in to the blockage for that balance shaft leaf kit, just because God forbid it falls. I don't find it, I get mad, and then I find it 2 years later when we're moving into our new house. So don't want to deal with that right now. So that's it. Obviously, we're going to clean the mating surface of it and give it a couple little love taps with obviously the dead blow. I'm going to annoy you with the dead blow, and then there we go. Okay, once we flip over the engine, obviously, then we can kind of wiggle this bad boy out of here. There we go. Boom. And that's the old oil pump. Bam. Just kind of placing it over here with all the other scrap stuff that I'm not going to need. Oil pump is ordered. We're just kind of waiting on an ETA on that. So, there you go, guys. Once I get the oil pump in there, I will make another video. Obviously, time committing too. Time committing? Time permitted. That's the word I want to use. Time permitted too. And see how everything goes, guys. Alrighty. Bye.